Hello and welcome to Gemini Go. Go Gemini. Let's jump into your messages. We're going to start off looking at your body, right? That is your first connection to spirit, right? If we're not healthy, if we're not well, if we're not in touch with our body, then a lot of times it will throw the other aspects of our connection out of whack or out of balance. So we have to get the body right first. Nutrition, health, things like that are important, right? And it's not about looks per se, but it is about longevity, right? Because ultimately, things that are spiritual or lasting have an enduring quality or nature. And so it benefits us to take that same perspective when we want something perhaps to benefit us or to last. We have to look at its health. And with that, I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck, I love my genitals. So some of you, maybe you need to show your genitals some love. That can be grooming, making sure that you're properly clean, disinfecting down there, right? That can be going to the doctor. That can be like a yoni steam, things like that. It can be just kind of inspecting, right? Doesn't have to be anything grand, but inspecting how's everything going down there. Have a little conversation, right? This is also having to do with sexual health, obviously. So for some of you, that is going to be your pap smears, your prostate exam, your STD testing, things like that may be really good. And I'm just kind of getting a general nature of diagnostics. So for some of you, I love my hair is the next card, and that may be something else that you're needing to maybe diagnose. That could be, what color am I going to go with, right? Curls, no curls, extensions, no extensions, cut, right? Wave, what am I going to do with this stuff, right? Looking at where it is right now, and not only what am I going to do with it, but what does it need? Remember, health being at the basis of all things, longevity at the basis of all things. Whatever I'm getting done, I want that to be able to last, or at least my hair itself to last, okay? Lastly, I love my shoulders, okay? Some of you may need to really look at what you're carrying. I'm just kind of getting, you know, a lot of times we hold tension between our shoulders and that lower neck, upper back area. I shoulder my responsibilities with ease. My burdens are light and I am free. Assess your situation. Again, is that the case? Is that the case? When we look at our hair and what we're going to do, are we also seeing our hair as an extension of our brain and looking at our thoughts and how are our thoughts serving to grow our hair, right? Do they support its strength because I'm thinking healthy thoughts, right? Which are going to extend and potentially burn out that extension there, okay? Sometimes I'm kind of getting Gemini in your energy. What you'll do is, it could be end up in situations, it can be like relationships, right? And after dealing with certain people, you will feel somewhat disconnected from your God self. Sometimes it's not necessarily about others, but it has everything to do with your manifestations, whether or not things happen the way that you wanted them to. And like a kid can kind of get heartbroken or disappointed if things don't pan out the way that they had maybe planned, intended, or hoped for, then a lot of times they can feel generally discouraged all around. So I just kind of feel like if that's been you, it can be your relationship didn't work out. I'm terrible at this. You know, I suck. Kind of get a little bit of energy of beating yourself up. Maybe because of something that you have to shoulder, or maybe because of a burden. I don't know if you created this for yourself or someone else, right? This could be a burden that you've allowed someone else to place on you. And you're needing to show yourself love and say, this is not healthy. I can't carry this, right? It's burning me out. It's affecting my thoughts, right? In a bad way. I can't do this, can be what that is. So assess and then, you know, move forward with whatever it is that you decide. Thank you guys for liking this video, making sure you share this channel with your friends and subscribe. Looking here, we have Sun Spirit and then we have Aquarius energy coming in. So you guys could be dealing, Sun usually refers to Leo or fire sign at large. but it's the house of self, which is Leo, spirit, right? Your spirit, what you were here to do, what your will is to do. And then Aquarius says, I know what I'm here to do, right? And so this feels like you may be taking a hard look at yourself to say, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this what I'm meant to do? And if you know that for sure, if you're carrying something else that's a burden, stop it, right? Especially if it's burning you out, right? Some of y'all like breakage or dry hair, things like that. Your hair's cooperation level may be an indication of that, because it's an extension and just showing you maybe some things that are tired or weighed down internally, right? So some of you may need to really kind of give yourself some attention in that way. Just kind of feel like these couple of areas are going to be good that we talked about. This also gives me the impression that for some of you, there may be a sense of a soulmate, or it could be like a twin flame energy, but a very connected or aligned energy that now understands you in a way that they didn't before. It's almost like I can feel you, and it's almost like being able to sense perhaps the heaviness that you felt, maybe doing some of the things that you did, even if you felt a little bit sensitive. I feel like there's someone that knows that feeling all too well, and it feels almost like they know that they're in some way like connected to you. I know this was supposed to take place. I know I'm supposed to maybe carry you, could be what that is. I know I'm supposed to, it's almost like I know I'm supposed to take that or this on, okay? And that could be you looking at someone or something else. That could be something else or someone looking at you and seeing something, and it feels like a quality within another, be a person or situation, that says, I know I'm supposed to take this on. And it feels like in order to do that, there's a sense of having to release something that has been almost like a form of security. This could be money, right? Security, you know, that could be finances. And somebody is almost like, it feels like it's a dependency. This could be someone has to release a codependent relationship for a relationship they know they're supposed to be in, right? It could be someone has to release, like I said, they have to pay some money in order to maybe buy into or pay for something that, it's almost like having this money, this might be all the money that they have. So it's a security blanket for them. And if they let it go, then they maybe don't have any security, right? Financially. And like I said, this could be you, right? So put the shoe where it belongs. But somebody has something that it comforts them. It offers them some sense of comfort by having it. And Spirit is asking them to release it. And they don't know how they feel or what will happen if they release it, okay? Even though, I'll be honest, I feel like their spirit knows, okay? They know that that's what they need to do despite wanting to hold on to it. I feel like someone needs to focus on the positive, because it's almost like this situation is dual. And with that, it's, look what card fell. It says focus on the positive. New moon in Sag, okay? Could be a significant Sagittarius energy in your energy. I feel like somebody just needs to not be focused on the possibilities that are negative, but focus on the good that even has them, I feel, considering this, okay? I feel like somebody has some past energy clearing that needs to take place. And this is just from something that happened before. Or just something that it didn't even have to happen to them. It could have happened to someone else, and they're fearful that it's going to happen to them, right? That they're going to be, you know, at issue this time. And I feel like someone has to release the fear. They may need to go outside, get some air. I get the energy of, in some way, like do something, laugh, right? Watch a comedy, lighten the mood, lighten the energy. Dropping cards here. I'll just leave this deck at that. Yeah, this bottom of the deck says, leave the past behind. This is last quarter moon in Capricorn. which makes me feel like it's all that you had to like fight your way through. This can be like, I had to be really stubborn, or I really had to like, this is where you have to prove your strength, flex your muscle, you know, and in ways a lot of times that you have resistance to doing, and you don't want to be in a position where you have to do that again. Gemini, bottom of the deck is resourcefulness. I feel like Spirit is giving you a plan. This could even be having to do with like salvaging some aspect of your life where you're taking things, and this could even be gifts, like skills that you have, and putting them together in some way to be able to make some things happen. I'm kind of getting the energy of, if some of you are like going on a date, maybe you don't have any clothes, this could definitely be like you're repurposing, right? You might be cutting some stuff up, adding some, I get the energy of like adding flair, that type of thing. But doing this in your own way. This can be like general arts and crafts where you're actually making some things by hand. But I definitely get the energy of like upselling, recycling, upcycling, that type of thing, buying some things and like, you know, refinishing it and repurposing it and then selling it. I feel like with the flattery card that a lot of you may find that by putting whatever your creative gift is to use in that way. For some of you, this could be like cooking, right? Like making, you know, making dinners or whatever it is that you do. I feel like Spirit has you taking something that I really get the gist that you already have, and people really, it like tickling their fancy, and people really think very highly of what you've made of it. There's something about yours and the way that you put it together that I get the energy of it being remastered. Being remastered and even flattered. For some of you, this is definitely going to get you promoted, which means like you're going to get more attention. You're going to get, I get like more business. You're going to, I'm also getting the energy of like celebrity clients, so that you can actually build wealth is really what I'm getting. For some of you, like I said, this is through a relationship. This might be through, you know, a friendship. This could be a relationship with your body where you're just, you know, maybe repurposing your body, you know, making some changes to your body and it getting you where you need to be, you being known for whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you've taken on. I just feel like Spirit is giving you some ideas and allowing you an opportunity to kind of like work through those, sift through those. I want this, I don't want that. This will work, that won't work. And I really kind of get the energy of the finished product is going to get you to the next level. And for some of you, it's going to get you like a seat at the table. I'm getting that the potential for like either a change in last name or a big change in your finances is going to establish you for a long time. And I feel like this could be something that in some way you are like branding your family name is what it feels like. And so that's what I mean by establishing you for a long time, where this is going to live on. This is going to be a part of your legacy. So that could be a person, that could just be your purpose or a thing that you know you're supposed to do. So I feel like with whatever that is, there may be some things that you have to do, right? You know, it's like a burden that you have to shoulder. And I feel like if there's negative energy associated with shouldering that burden, get rid of that. You know, that can be things like, I don't know, Gemini, it can be like getting dolled up, right? It can be like getting dressed up, putting on, right? Maybe it is styling your hair. It can be like, maybe it's like shaving underarms, legs, grooming, right? And I kind of get like to a degree where you're actually like looking at yourself, you're feeling yourself, okay? So I just kind of feel like don't be afraid to do those things. Those are maybe security blankets Spirit is asking you to release. It may be a season where you let go of like maybe feeling comfortable in your yoga pants and stuff to feeling comfortable because you are showing off in some way and you look great, okay? With a focus on the shoulders. Guys, that's what I have for you. I love you. Like, share, subscribe. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.